This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Well, Casanova took a plea deal. We know that. This is an update kind of like on a lot of things that happened. So took a plea deal because somebody snitched on him, okay? He waited too long to take a plea deal. It's funny because it's not funny. I'm not like that. It's funny style because Casanova was on the Breakfast Club kind of justifying what Tekashi was doing, saying like, yo, if you're a millionaire rapper, you're going to snitch and you're going to come back out and be a rapper, right? So he goes in. I don't believe Casanova did all that stuff, okay? Like, they put the RICO on him and everything, right? And I believe he was just affiliated again. Like, he's definitely more real than Tekashi, right? Like, he actually was out there. But, like, he was a rapper, but still affiliating with his past, right? And he got roped into a lot of stuff that his friends were doing. And of course, they're going to put the blame on him because he's the bigger rapper, right? So instead of taking a plea deal and just accepting a certain amount of years, he felt like he was totally innocent. But all those other guys, you don't know what other people are going to do. So here's the difference between him and Young Thug's case. We'll get to that because he wasn't feeding all those other guys, right? So they're going to do what's best for them. And he's left holding the bag now, taking a plea deal that's horrible for him, and he's going to get a lot of years, right? Now let's move on to Young Thug. Young Thug takes care of everybody, right? There's two sides to Young Thug. Super good heart, but if you cross him, crazy, right? He blacks out. So the fact that, I don't know how many, what was it, 28 people were indicted with Young Thug? He's paying for all their lawyers, most likely. He's probably been taken care of. Ben had him living good, you know, and none of them are going to go against him. I don't think anybody falls in that case. And that's why he's probably only going to do 5 years, because they're going to catch him for the guns. They're not going to be able to tie him to everything else. They might be able to tie him to the car rental that was used in taking out that dude that was wife and Lucci's friend, right? I think that was also Birdman's friend too, but anyways. Don't forget, all this was done on social media. So the grave of the guy that was taken out, they spray painted slime on it just a few years ago when he was going at it with YF and Lucci. YF and Lucci's car gets shot up at the mall. Young Thug raps about it. Like, too much stuff was done in public. But you can't really prove all that, you know, unless people start... Like, a lot of stuff was talked about. You saw stuff on social media, but where's the evidence? You know, that's not enough evidence, you know. What they need is witnesses. And they're not going to get that. They're not going to get that. So with Young Thug, they're only going to get him on the guns and everything, and he takes care of so many people and is such a stand-up person that I believe that he'll only do the amount of years for the gun and everything else because he wasn't supposed to be able to have a gun in his house, right? Gunna, I think, is going to completely get off in a few months. It's probably going to take him a few months to get out, and he'll be fine, you know, and he'll continue the YSL label while Young Thug is away. I don't even think Young Thug's going to do that, maybe 3 or 4 years, to be honest, at tops. But like I said, Young Thug does a lot of stuff for a lot of people, like great stuff, right? But you know, he had that feud going on, YF and Lucci. YF and Lucci got picked up. They want to get that kind of stuff. I mean, you see what's happening in Atlanta. There's a lot of violence happening, and they're trying to... It's mostly gang related. They had the same problem when BMF was around, right? And the only way they know how to fix that is to take people off the street. That's what's going on. And it's sad because innocent people do get hurt, okay? So that's what the problem with it is. And plus, people don't want to live in an unsafe environment. You know, you're catching someone at the mall. Say you're going down to pick up something from Foot Locker or something, and you might get shot in the arm, you know, because, you know, this guy and this guy don't get along with each other, and it turns into it's like, come on, guys, you know, reckless. That's why Lil Durk's on trial still, you know, that keeps getting postponed, but they did that at Varsity, you know, that whole thing at Varsity, him and King Von allegedly at Varsity tried to take somebody out. They're denying Lil Keed vigil. There was a permit. It was a YSL promoting event. Of course, they're not going to approve the permit. These guys are all locked up. YSL's locked up. So they're not going to let them have a candlelight vigil but they're going to do it anyways. I mean, come on, dude. I don't think everybody gets a permit for that, but they try to do it the right way. And that's what's going on right now. I have some other news coming out in a second. I had to catch up on some sleep. That's why it's so late, but we will get back into the news. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. Peace.